This is Danny Flexon here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined once again by the Romford Bull Johnny Fisher. Johnny, how are you?
Good, thanks, Dan. Thanks for having me on. I hope you had a good Christmas, mate.
I had a lovely Christmas, thank you. How was yours?
Yeah, lovely. Probably ate a bit too much, but it's Christmas Day and Boxing Day. You can eat what you want.
You're allowed. You're allowed.
Yes.
We're having you on this time around because we've picked out our ones to look out for in 2022, and you're among them. Both yourself and John Hedges are probably the only. Actually, there's two sets from the same gym, so you and John Hedges, not necessarily the other two are, in case they go out later. But
yeah,
congratulations for that, and no pressure is intended. Well, I guess a good place to start is to kind of assess your 2021. 4 fights, 4 wins, haven't gone past round 3 yet. Easy boxing, isn't it?
Boxing is not easy. All the hard work for these fights is done in the preparation, the hard sparring. I had a bit of hard sparring today with Marius Wack, who's obviously a seasoned campaigner. But it might look easy when you get people out there in round 1 in a couple of the fights, which like I've done, or round 2 or round 3. But it's not easy. Even them guys, you've still got to break them down and you've got to be switched on. But if you train hard and you work hard, you'll get the results. And so far, I've been lucky. I've had 4 fights and 4 knockouts.
Has he come over specifically to spar you, or is he over here for other stuff? What's the thing with Wack?
I think he's sparring a few different guys over here. He actually only let us know yesterday that he needed some sparring. And Mark Tibbs said to me, "Do you fancy it, John?" I said, "Yeah, no problem, sir. It'd be good to get some rounds in the bank before the new year comes in." And I think he's sparring with Dubois or someone who was meant to be, but he's got some sparring with him later in the week. So good for me to get in amongst someone like that who's obviously been in the Klitschko, Fury, Gideon White, not been stopped by any of them guys. So he's a good seasoned campaigner.
How does he compare to some of the other top names that you've sparred? Because you've been in with virtually everyone at this stage.
This is a bit different sparring Marius Wack because it's not so much you're worried about the power or the explosiveness, but it's very taxing on the body to spar someone who's obviously 6'7", 6'8", 20 stone plus, keeps walking forward, and he had a bit of like a body armor on as well. Like I don't know if it was to support his waist or whatever, but obviously it helped him. So if you hit him to the body, they're not having the effect that they should. And it's just taxing. He kept walking forward, kept coming, and it's good for your physical fitness as well at the same time for boxing skills.
What areas of your game do you think you've most improved over 2021? Because you look a different fighter from when you made your debut.
Yeah, the first fight, I think I was gung-ho. Still am a little bit gung-ho, but I'll just let my hands go and didn't really have much thought of what I was doing. I was just trying to get him out of there. Even the second fight, that was the same sort of thing. But I think now my boxing brain is settling down a little bit. It's like if you do a test 100 times, the more you do it, the better you get. The more you drive, the better you get. I'm on that same path. I've had four fights now. And I think the 4th one, even though the crowd being there, I was able to keep my head and deal with that pressure. And my dealing with the occasion is getting a lot better because I'm getting more familiar with the surroundings of what it's like to be in a professional boxing match.
Although the saying is, boxers don't get paid for overtime, are you at a stage now where you'd like to get a few rounds in? I know you're getting them in the gym, but would you like to get a few more rounds in on Fight Night?
I don't think it's that I'd like to get the rounds in. If you get the rounds in and you have a good performance and you get someone out of there later, you can see the benefits of that, and that would be beneficial for my career right now. But if I keep getting people out of there in round 2, round 3, it's exciting for people to watch. It's good for my resume as such, but long term, it is beneficial if I have a fight that goes to the full 5 rounds or 6 rounds, or I get a points decision under my belt. But my nature of how I fight and the style is, I will try and get people out there. But we have to go with what happens and what comes forward.
It must be quite exciting to kind of measure your own potential because they're giving you a little step up in each fight, and you're dealing with them in a similar fashion. Yeah,
I've had small step ups. So listen, these guys I'm fighting, they're not champions. They're not special guys, but they're all durable. They're all tough. Like even Danny Whitaker fought for a Central Area title. A lot of people thought he could have won that. So Alvaro Torrero's been in there with some tough guys as well. And as you said, I'm passing these tests well because I'm getting rid of these guys quicker than what other guys have done. So it is good. It's good for my progression. It's good to see that you've got progression and it's happening, but it's still baby steps. I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm still a novice in this game. Even in my whole life now, I've only had, 14 fights altogether. So I've got so much to learn. I've done a lot of that learning in the sparring, but I need more time to learn, and people need to give me time as well.
Now, as we've said, you're in the list. John Hedges is in the list. What's the key to the success of the Origins gym under Mark Tibbs?
Mark Tibbs has got a wealth of knowledge, and obviously with his dad being there as well, all you've got to do is be around them guys. You don't even have to do boxing training, but you listen and you can take that information on board. That's going to help you just tactically and mentally as well. So being in a gym with two guys who've been there and done it, it's so settling for someone like me who's not had a long amateur career, but I can learn off these guys and pick their brains every single day. We've got other guys in the gym as well, like Harvey Horn and Alfie Best has joined our stable as well, and Ebony Bridges has been floating about. And it's good. We've got a good buzz up the gym, and Origin Gym is a great place to be at the minute. We've got a good stable of fighters. Tommy Fletcher, of course, as well, the Norfolk Nightmare.
Now, you've been closely linked from the start of your pro career to Sam Jones. Obviously, you're with S-Jam. Yeah. He's now moved on to Pro Bellum. How, if at all, has that affected you?
Sam Jones, he was a guy who first gave me a little chance when I went to spar Joe Joyce. Obviously, I had to go and perform when I was there, but I'm always going to be indebted to Sam because he's my friend first and foremost. We became mates. Instead of thinking he's going to be my manager one day, when we first had a relationship, the first year or so, I was just a kid that he gave a chance and took me to Vegas, and he's just a genuine guy. So it is hard, and I'm a bit gutted that Sam's not with S-Jam anymore. But he's on to his things. He's got his own career to worry about, and I know I've always got a friend in Sam Jones and someone I can lean on for advice. And he's a great guy, Sam, and I'm glad to have him in my life.
Now, where would you like to be, ideal world, by the end of 2022?
I'd like to be in a position where we've had that sort of step up fights. We're there. We'll still be in the building process at the end of that year. We still won't be nowhere near the finished article because I've still only been 23 years old. But you get to sort of 9-0, 10-0, 11-0, and you're getting more to the business end. And I think by that a whole other year of growth, how I've developed in 1 year already, another year of growth, I'll just be that another step level up. Maybe looking at a title, maybe looking at an area title or something like that. That'd be great, or an international title of some sort, a youth title. I think that would be great. But 10, 11-0 is still not that many fights. When you get to 20-0, that's when you throw yourself in the mix, in my opinion. But whatever progression comes along, I'll be ready for it. And as long as I keep getting better, I'll keep getting the opportunities that I deserve.
Do you measure yourself against other prospects with similar experience? Do you keep an eye on how they're getting on, or is it just purely a battle with yourself?
It's a battle with yourself, but of course you keep an eye on how other people are doing. One, because I'm a boxing fan myself. I don't look at other boxers, other heavyweights and think, oh, I want to do better than them, or I didn't do this as well. Anyone who steps in the ring is a heavyweight boxer, or any boxer. They deserve respect, they deserve credit, and they deserve your own attention. And yeah, one day you can end up fighting all these types of guys. But first of all, I've got to give them respect, and I've got to admire what they're doing as well. I'm not in competition with anyone else. The only person I'm in competition with is myself. And as I get better, people get in my way, and so be it. We have to move them out of that.
Now, something I should ask, I may have asked you this before, but you're a huge ticket seller. What are the kind of main keys to that, and why you're becoming this big kind of attraction?
I really don't know what the key is. I just think where I'm from in Essex and Romford, people get behind each other. I've got a great team of local sponsors, and we all get behind each other. That's a big factor in it, the amount of support I've got from local companies, but also the fact I went to university. And all the people at Exeter Uni, when I started boxing up again there, they all got behind it. They knew me from rugby, but they also knew me as I started my amateur career as a senior amateur at Exeter Uni. And I think it's the way I fight as well. People are excited by a heavyweight who can punch a little bit. And just being genuine and being nice to people, that goes a long way. And it's great to see that being nice to people and just being a down-to-earth guy, people want to come out and watch and support you. And long may it continue, because that atmosphere at the O2 was something else.
It really was. Right, before I let you go, I've asked you this before, definitely, but just tell people out there how they can find you on social media so they can get involved.
So you can find me on social media. On Instagram, it's Johnny Fisher 1. On Twitter, it's Johnny Fisher Box. You can also follow me at the Romford Bull on TikTok. I've got a little TikTok account now. I've joined the craze. Don't blame me, but everyone's saying join it. But thank you for having me on, Dan, and a big thank you to all my sponsors, including the Rabbits. Osteria, where I'm in now. I'm in Osteria in Essex. Nice Italian restaurant in Upminster. Get yourself down. The food's unbelievable.
Great stuff, mate. Have a brilliant new year, and can't wait to see you in action again in 2022.
Cheers, Dan. Thanks for having me on, and a happy new year to you, mate.
Take care. Speak soon.